Hi, I'm Mente, and I just did solo clear every faction on Div 10, or at least did the mission. And these are the loadouts I used for each faction, and for the bugs I used the AR-32 to Pacifier. Sure, it got piss low damage, it got stun once, but the ammo economy with this gun is bad. If we had another option for mech to have drum mech, it's really good. It will be good. It will be not S tier, but it will get into higher B tier or lower A tier. Right now it stands as C tier, but I still like the weapon. It got its use cases because you can stun boot commanders, shoot off their head, and when you shoot off the head, you have the minimum rounds in them. To have it stunned, so it just bleeds out. I use the Ultimatum with it, just to kill Bio Titans, Chargers, Impalers. You can hit most of the heavy enemies against the bugs. Like Charger is one hit, the Bio Titan is one hit inside the face, else it's two hit. And the Impaler is sometimes weird. Mostly it's one hit, sometimes it's two hit with a bad hit. For the throwables, I use the gas nade. You have a lot of crowd control with the gas nade. Really a lot of crowd control. You can shut down choke points like no tomorrow. If you don't use the ultimatum, instead you use the grenade pistol, then just use the thermites to kill the heavy enemies. One sticky for the charger, two stickies for the Bio Titan, two stickies for Bio Titan, and you just pretty much only need one sticky if you hit it in the face, and two stickies for the impalers. You can also close buckles with it. Really fun loadout to use. For the stratagems, I use the Orbital Napalm Barrage to shut down breaches like no tomorrow. One barrage shuts down a complete breach. It gives you up to over 100 kills with one barrage, which is absolutely crazy. Then I use the Eagle 500 kg because sometimes I'm not confident with the ultimatum and then I need the extra power. If you're confident with the ultimatum, you can go for Cluster Bomb or Airstrike. Both works good, or Napalm Strike. For the support weapon, I use the Quasar Cannon to kill bigger units. Sure, I got the ultimatum and the 500 kg, but it's good to have a little bit more security in the back, because sometimes the 500 kg direct lands under Titan, explodes, the Titan still lives. And then you need the extra firepower. Shield generator, self-explanatory, more survivability. Sometimes it's fucked because the shield clips charger, and you get tossed around the map. It doesn't feel good, it's not fun, but most times the shield keeps you alive a lot longer. You can also make an argument for the gas mines instead for an eagle, because the Napalm Barrage is needed, in my opinion, if you play solo. But the gas mines are really good too, because you can shut down breaches, you can shut down hordes, you have so much crowd control, which gives you a lot of freedom. A lot. And for the armor, I used the light armor with the plus 2 grenades. I really enjoy it because when you crouch down, you have less recoil. For the AR-32 Pacifier, it's pretty complementary. But the plus 2 grenades in combination with the gas nades or the thermites, you have so much more utility to kill bigger enemies or crowd control hordes, because at one point in one mission I was about to run out with the grenades, and without this armor I would have died. And it would have been a bad death. These are the loadouts I use for pretty much every bot mission or so. Like, because it feels like the best to use. I use the Eruptor a lot. For me it's S++ tier. It's really good against the bots. You can 2-hit hulks in the eye. And pretty much 1-hit everything else into their weak point. Against the Factory Strider, it's but for everything else, it's really good. Like, really good. I really love this weapon. It's pretty much one of my favorite weapons in the game, all time. When it got released, I only used it against, like, Illuminates weren't released then, against the bugs and bots. Then it got nerfed. The complete existence of this weapon got nuked. No shrapnel anymore, and then it came back, but it's pretty much a shadow of its former self. For the secondary, I use the grenade pistol to clear hordes and smaller enemies. You can also use the ultimatum. I used it in group play and it felt good, but personally I stick to the grenade pistol. For the throwables, I use the thermite nade. It's difficult decision to take the thermite nade against bots because you have really not much use cases with the thermite. Sure, you can kill tanks, hulks, factory striders with it, but to be honest, the stun grenade is probably the better choice, or the impact grenades are the better choice over the thermite. The stun grenade stuns enemies, and it makes you space to roam around. The impact nades, you can throw it into hordes and it will kill the horde. With thermite, it just one purpose and kill heavy units. For the armor, I use the light stealth armor because against bots you can do stealth gameplay, against the bugs you can't because they smell you. The passive with the marker placement, it's good to see how many enemies are on each objective or in your way where you need to go, and the reduce range where you can be detected against bots is crazy good. Like, you can do a lot of stealth gameplay stuff. The stratagems, I use the Quasar Cannon. I use the Quasar Cannon to kill hulks in one hit, to kill the fabricators in one hit, to kill the tanks pretty much in 1 or 2 hits, and the factory striders to shoot off their turret, because ragdolling is not fun at all. The shield generator for a bit more survivability because I'm running light armor. Sure, it takes away a backpack slot, but it gives you a lot more survivability as with the bugs. Sure, sometimes there are some bullshit moments when a rocket flies by and it hits your shield generator or the shield right next to you instead of you. You could have dodged it if you don't have the shield, but in many times it helps a lot with the light armor, and I'm not that good at the game. For the stratagems, I use the 380mm barrage to clear out the fortresses, to clear out some objectives. You can kill with a bit RNG the detector towers, to kill a horde of enemies, to kill the factory strider. And I use the, instead of the 500 kg bomb, I use the, where is it? The Airstrike. because you can kill fabricators with it. Good placed airstrike can kill factory striders. You can clear objectives with it, and it feels good, to be honest. For the Illuminates, I use the Scorcher because you can with one mag kill the flash mobs because they are not armored. Against the Overseers, it's really useful. Sometimes these flying fuckers are hard to hit, but pretty much die in 4, 5, 6 shots. The Staff Wandering Overseers, I love to call them, pretty fast dead too with this weapon. I pretty much only use it against the medium units and the flash mobs. For the smaller units, for the voteless, I use the P19 Redeemer. I think you can make a use case for the grenade pistol to kill the ships. But I enjoyed the Redeemer a lot more against the voteless because you can spray and pray it, and it's one-handed. I love it. For the throwables, I use the incendiary grenade, because if the voteless are running behind you, you just toss the grenade in front of you. The fuse is pretty much long enough that you can run through the grenade when it's still on the ground before it bursts, so you don't get inflamed. It's pretty much a crowd clearing, crowd controlling utility item I use a lot in that run. You can probably make a use case for the gas grenade because it just does the same. A bit better or worse, I don't know. But I prefer the incendiary. Impacts are good too against the hordes of roadless, and the stun, it does have its use cases, but I am not playing a lot with the stun nade, and I'm pretty bad with the stun nade. For the armor, I use the medium medic armor to have a bit more utility with a little bit more stems. You can probably use a ballistic armor or stealth armor, but I felt a lot more confident with the medic armor. For the stratagems, I use the Autocannon Turret. Let me scroll down. I use the where is it? I use the Autocannon Turret, but I think the Gatling gun turret is a bit better. But the Autocannon Turret can kill the harvesters, the flash mobs, and everything else pretty much, besides the Leviathan. Leviathan is shit. I hate it. You just toss it on the ground and pretty much play around it. Try to keep it alive. Same as with the Gatling gun turret or the machine gun turret.
Ich hab nichts einzuwenden gegen die AC.
For the support weapon, I use the Autocannon on flak mode, because the harvesters, I despise them, and with the Autocannon you can shoot down the leg joints pretty efficient. And on flak mode you can kill the flash mobs in like 4 hits, 3 hits, depends on how good the shrapnel RNG is. The overseers are not a problem with it, because you can, sometimes it one hits, sometimes it doesn't, but effectively 2-3 hits against the overseers, against the flying fuckers and stuff fuckers. I hate them. Against the Leviathan, it does shit. Really nothing. But you pretty much, the Leviathan is there, you just ignore it, play around cover. For the stratagems, I use the 380mm barrage to clear out the stroke towers. and encampments with the ship, and the Orbital Napalm Barrage. When there's a ship drop shit incoming, just toss it on the ground and run for your life. The Orbital Barrage, Orbital Napalm Barrage will clear the horde that is coming out of these ships. The Voteless and the Overseers, the Flash Mobs, it can kill it. And it's lovely. So, pretty much that's it for the Illuminates. But I will never go back to the Illuminates. I have done my clear on them and will never get back on them. I hate them. I really hate them.